Really looking forward to getting together with somebody. Maybe you've been talking a little bit on the apps or whatever the case might be. They finally say, let's do this. And, hey, you know what? I'll pick you up. You know what? Okay. I prefer meeting people, but you know what? I'm enjoying this. Sure, pick me up.
I mean, if I don't have to drive, I would like it.
But on the way to what you think you're going to do, they're like, hey, do you mind if I just run a couple errands real quick?
I'm in the car?
Yep.
Or am I the driver?
Either way, I'm not driver.
Either way, I don't know if I'm happy to be tagging along.
You know what? Before we go out for dinner and drinks, I just needed to, I don't know, go return my library books.
Now? Why couldn't you do that before you picked me up?
That would bother you?
Yes.
Okay. That brings us to jerk, 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 jerk. Fearing she might be the jerk today is Playhouse family member Michelle. Can you roll through it here, Michelle?
Yeah, so I was on a date with a guy, like third or fourth date, so we were pretty comfortable.
Okay, third or fourth.
And I really had to run a quick errand. So I asked him, like, hey, while I was on the date, hey, do you mind if I just run this quick errand? Just get it over with. And when I told my girlfriends this, they said that I was so rude and I messed up the date, and I just didn't even think anything of it. So was I a rude person for asking to run an errand while on a date?
Well, it's not exactly romantic, I will say that.
Yeah, I know.
So I know you mentioned it when we are getting you set up to be on the show, but I don't know if you bothered to say it just now. So the actual errand itself was dropping off your modem and some old cable stuff, the cable place, because you're changing companies. Which that sounds just like such a hoot and a holler.
He didn't say anything. He seemed chill about it. I don't know. So that's why I just was kind of like, whatever, it's cool, I'll get it done. If he blew up on me, I would have known, and he let me do it, so he seemed pretty chill.
Was that a jerk thing to do? Honestly, it bothered me more when I thought it was a first date. Third or fourth, I'm not sure that bothers me so much. I'm okay with it. Not a jerk.
And the fact that you were just dropping off like the modem, like the little boxy thing, I bet you run in and you run out. It really is such a fast thing. It's not like you're like, hey, you want to come into Walmart? I need to do some grocery shopping. I got to get a couple stuff. I ran out of shampoo.
You can come in or you can hang in the car. I'm actually just going to get my teeth cleaned real quick. Is that cool?
See, if it was something where it would take a long time, I would have an issue. This was so fast. I think it's fine.
They told me I should get a ride because they were going to numb me up a little bit. So,
could you imagine thinking you're on a date and you're the person's driver?
I'm going to get my eyes checked. They're going to dilate my eyes. They told me I shouldn't drive. Like, wait. Well, we can go on a date later. I just won't be able to see you very well.
Yeah, I think the fact that he said yes, and it was such a quick errand, you're fine.
We'll get some votes for you, okay?
Thank you.
Was that a jerk thing to do? It was date 3 or 4, and she made him just wait in the car real quick, I guess, or however long it took so she can drop off the modem at the cable place. Was that a rude thing to do on a date?
But her friends said she was ruined the date, and someone pointed out that her friends are being dramatic. If you're already out together and she asked, do you mind if I drop this off while we're out? He said, yes, I don't see the problem. It's not like she made him go somewhere specifically for her. He agreed. What was she supposed to do?
Well, and especially, so it probably matters the nature of the errand, how long it's going to take. If it requires anything on his part, which in this case it didn't, I also think the longer you've been going out on dates, at some point that's kind of sending the message like this is kind of I see you as like a relationship, right?
It's a little more serious.
Yeah, like, 3-4 dates in, she's going, this could maybe be my boyfriend soon. So, like, sure, yeah, you can just tag along while I go do something real quick. If it had been something that required some sort of physical labor on his part or waiting longer than just running something at the store, more of a debate, probably.
Yeah, someone said it was literally 5 minutes. Who cares? If they spent like an hour driving across town, she had to wait in line, then she wanted to go home afterwards, and that was the date, I might be annoyed. But if it really was just a quick stop along the way, I think it's fine.
Man, what a great way. If we had some singles on the Y staff to get some extra help at some of these events. Hey, you know what? Going to have some dinner and drinks after, but first going to swing past this 2-hour work event. Can you hold this Y94 sign for me?
Most date nights for Steven and I are him coming to events with me.
Love it. And he does a great job.
Yes, he does.
Really, really good promotions team member. Is she the jerk?
Honey, you're being a jerk, okay?
Really?
If you have stuff to do, you reschedule the date. You say, hey, can I meet you half an hour later? You don't take your date on your wild goose chase. You just don't. And if you do have to do it right now, you can say, I will meet you in half an hour. Sorry, I'm going to be late. I have to do a thing before we meet. Don't drag your date with you.
I think if it's like a real errand, I agree with you. If she had to get her oil changed,
Yes.
like a real errand. Hey, I have this modem in my car. I keep meaning to drop off at insert cable company here. They're going to charge me if they don't get it back. Can I run this in real quick? Whatever.
And that's what someone says. It seems like you guys are comfortable with each other enough already. It was just a quick stop. Not every date has to be some perfectly planned romantic evening where you can't acknowledge you have real life to deal with.
And was she in any way the jerk?
Yes. I think she was a real jerk for running around. I mean, come on. I have a friend that does that kind of thing. She uses and abuses guys. They pay for her dinners all the time. She's an attractive looking girl, and she makes them run errands, and they buy her things concerning the errands if she didn't get to do the errand. So yeah, I think it's like a jerk move. You can kind of do that thing on your own.
If you didn't get the vibe, this guy seemed bothered for the actual
For
errand
5
is.
minutes.
I don't see the issue here.
Someone said if I was on a date and a girl said, "Can we stop here real quick? I'd have to drop this off." I'd probably just say, "Sure." Apparently, we're doing errands together. It's not rude. That's just life. I have a friend who she used to pick me up and we would have plans to go do something. But always after she picked me up, she would either go to Target or the grocery store and she would say, "Could you sit in the car with my kids while I run in and do some grocery shopping?"
That's a little weird.
But she never. I wish it was like a heads up. I knew this was what we were doing before. Hey, okay, before we go back to my house and the babysitter comes over, can you just stay in the car with my kids while I go grocery shopping?
Now, and this was just you hanging out with your friend or whatever. Had you two been on a romantic date, that's maybe a little peculiar.
Now I'm the babysitter. Yeah.
But in this instance, what this actual errand is, I think is okay. It's kind of funny because a lot of, especially early in dating, there's a lot of just like testing and subliminal messaging. As you're trying to figure out like, how do you feel about me? Where are we going? Like, are we on kind of the same page here? What an interesting way, as long as it's not a crazy errand, to really send the message like, hey, I see you as like something because I want you to tag along on my errand, because that's like girlfriend boyfriend stuff.
Someone said I don't think she's a jerk, but I probably wouldn't make errands part of your date, especially early on. I get it was convenient, but on a third or fourth date, you're still trying to make a good impression. You don't want the guy thinking, wow, now a trip to the internet store. Literally, it was 5 minutes, I bet.
Yeah, unless he was sitting in that car forever. Like, it's not like you're getting your taxes done.
I hope you left the car running.
Rolled down the window a little bit. He's fine. He's okay.